Hi everyone. Thanks for joining the Flip Lecture. Again, I'm very, very sorry, but I have been getting some positive feedback that flipped. You guys don't mind it too much, but I will be attending the Iowa Association for Teachers of Education in Iowa, Colleges of Teacher Education. So I'm kind of hosting other teacher ed institutions across Iowa, of which we have 32 that prepare teachers. So it's another good conference to network and dialogue with colleagues, especially in terms of preparing teachers and how are we doing and sharing insights and so forth. So with that said, I will see you all back in class on Tuesday, but between now and then, you have plenty to do, that being your lesson plan. Again, if you have any questions about your lesson plan, please contact us, but kind of remember the weekend. You may not get immediate response. So try to get those questions in tomorrow, as in Thursday, Friday, Monday morning, those kinds of things where maybe we can help answer them and everything. But we have changed the due date of the lesson plan for those of you who would like a little bit more time, Monday, 9 o'clock. But with that, also kind of keeping up with the class in terms of the next project, which is digital storytelling. So this, I don't put this off because I feel like I haven't put too much in here. It won't take you too much time, but it will give you a little bit more help in what's expected to be done when you go to lab, okay? So just as a reminder, okay, in weekly course materials, in this week, you're going to find the Flip Lecture. So this is where you should be. Do not forget your required readings. I think that helps with the context of digital storytelling because I haven't had a lot of time to share with you kind of my thoughts on that. I will continue that on Tuesday and Thursday, but yet some of you will have already had labs. So just kind of keep that in mind, okay? Here's materials for this week, but I also don't forget, here's the storyboard templates that I'm talking about in lecture and that you guys have worked with in lab. We have different formats, okay? So it's not showing up real well on mine, the picture of it. But like if you want to work in PowerPoint, notice it's going to download. You can open it up, you can make copies and so forth. So that's where the templates are that I'm talking about in class or in this flipped. And I'm sure you've heard about them in lab this week as well. Don't forget about these resources, okay? I put this link again in the lecture today. Here's that process, the picture of it that I'm talking about and taking you through as well. So if we get into the Flip Lecture, you're already in the introduction, so you found it. I just wanted to share another personal story. I have permission from Lauren to share this with you, but it's kind of like the one that I showed you, a walk in Emma's shoes, kind of a different angle of telling a story about yourself, someone, or just an interesting story. Lauren's is pretty emotional as you go through it, and obviously she had a really compelling story to tell. We might think that all of us, we don't have that compelling story, but I want you to think hard that I bet you do. It could be kind of lighthearted and fun like Emma's, or a little bit more on the serious side. So there's the whole gamut, okay? This, obviously, the point 3 here is kind of part of what I would have given you if we were face-to-face, kind of taking you through and really focusing on, okay, how do you make a storyboard? What does it look like? What do we need from you before lab next week? I would like you to take a little bit of time to explore the digital storytelling website called Digitales, and especially you might want to explore the story making tools a little bit. There's some examples there that you can get maybe some more ideas or just generators. There's a lot to see, and I just want you to, maybe bookmark that as a resource for you for future use as well. And then, as ever, just a very short exit ticket, okay? So I think all of this I would like, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze, sorry. All of this I would like by Sunday evening at 9 o'clock, just to get it done, okay? Done. It won't take you that long, but have that submitted. And then, because of what I asked in the exit ticket, your lab instructors can have a look at what they think your storyboard is going to be about next week when they look at them. Now, I realize Thursday, but it's kind of forcing you to kind of think about it and get, what you'll want to do. One more thing before I let you go. This whole process that we're going to be in with digital storytelling in the next 2 to 3 weeks is something that takes a little bit longer to create. It's a little bit more complicated technology, obviously. Some of you have had experience, some of you have not. Okay, so there's that, but you'll be fine. And, use us for support. But it works the best if you just go ahead and if you have a laptop, I'm going to encourage you to use it. If you have a Mac laptop, you'll probably be using iMovie. If you have a Windows laptop, there's a program called Windows Movie Maker. Okay, so either or. We also have a lot of people that sometimes, instead of maybe using their Windows machine or whatever, they will check it out from the CTLT. Okay, so that's perfectly fine too. But the TAs, the instructors will talk about that a little bit. You'll want to do that when you're really, really ready to create it. So you can borrow it from the CTLT, take it, and then bring it back. Okay, it's like you use it, you finish it, and then you bring it back the next day or after a weekend. So think that out a little bit. But if you're going to, please start bringing your own computer with you to class starting this week, okay? For the next couple of weeks you will do that, okay? Or you'll finish, okay? So I'll leave you with that, and hopefully as we start seeing more examples of digital storytelling, I'll be sharing more examples with you next week. I think you'll find this a really interesting way to incorporate into the learning environment for any age student. You just scaffold it differently or a little bit more or less. But I think it will be something that you will gravitate to as something kind of exciting and fun to do. Okay? So you guys have a great weekend. Thank you again for your flexibility, and we'll see you on Tuesday.